Good day, everyone. Tim from Timber Visions here. So I recently acquired this truck. It's a 2020 F250 XLT, and that was to replace my F150 that I had previously. And there's a number of reasons I did that. We're not going to get into that in this video. What we're going to talk about in this video is what I'm going to use for tool management in this truck. Now, if you've watched my channel for a while, you know that my F-150 had a topper on the back with toolboxes on the side, and that system worked pretty good. I could carry a lot of tools, and it was good for that. However, anytime I wanted to haul anything tall, you're limited. And then those toolboxes came into the topper area, so basically you only had between the wheel wells inside there, so it was a pretty small space that you could carry cargo. So anything tall, it basically wasn't going to happen unless you took the topper off, which if you've ever done that, it's a chore. So on this truck, I'm going a little bit different route, and I'm going to show you right here. So the folks at Unruly, UNRULI, came up with this system, and it's actually pretty ingenious. So you have your tonneau cover, right? And built into that tonneau cover is a bracket system for putting different types of storage devices that mount at the back of the bed here. Now, there is room here underneath, so if you wanted to slide some sheets of plywood or 2x4s or something like that, you could probably get a couple 2x in here, too high, and slide underneath there, and you could still carry stuff that way. However, the nice thing about this is you have a latch here, the latch here, and this pulls all the way out like that. And then there's a spring-loaded door. And everything is right here accessible at the end of your tailgate, so you can get at it real easy. On top of that, they have some integrated LED lights in here, so if you're out at night, this is blocking your light from the back of the cab. You would still be able to hit the button in here and light up the inside of the toolbox. So I just got this, and I don't have everything loaded up into it yet, but I'm pretty sure most of the stuff that I carry with me all the time, my cant hooks, my picaroon, all of that stuff that I use when I'm cutting wood will fit in here, as well as my tool bag, which has all of my miscellaneous tools and screws and stuff like that, and I throw the drill or impact driver in there, whatever. But this is lockable. Here you can lock it, and then once you trip both of these again and close it, and then close and lock your tailgate, there's no way anybody could even get at the front latch for that. So a pretty nice system. I was looking at a hard tonneau cover, but I decided to go this way because there are a few manufacturers out there that make boxes that are integrated up towards the cab, but then you have to climb up into your truck bed to get to them, or reach over the side to get at them. And most of the time my tools are sitting here anyway, right? Or you set them in the back of the bed. Even with my F-150, I had that cargo slide, and I'd set them at the back. Well, you have a hard stop or whatever, and everything that was back here is now at the front of the bed. So you gotta climb up in there and get it. With the cargo slide, I could pull it out to me, and that worked pretty well. but it would still slide ahead on me. Now for my chainsaws, I'm probably gonna have to figure something out. I could probably fit every one of my chainsaws in here. So I can put my chainsaw, bar oil. They do say, do not put flammable materials in here. It's written right on the front of it, or inside of here. But the nice thing is your stuff stays right where it's supposed to be. And I'll bring you guys in for a closer look here. So right now, all I have is my tie down straps. Because yesterday I had a tilling job where I had to haul the tractor. That's the main reason I got this truck, is for hauling the tractor. The F-150 was rated for that amount, but I really didn't, long term, I didn't know if that was the best thing for it. So, you know, this truck is more than capable of hauling that. But yeah, it's a nice large area. There's weather stripping around the edge, all the way around. And then here is the LED light. You press that and you got lights. And then in here, I assume, are where your batteries are. And this is just on a timer. So it stays on for a period of time and then shuts back off. But 250 pounds maximum is what they say. Position like it is right now, you're not supposed to drive with it out. It's supposed to be in the forward lock position when you're driving, okay? So locked all the way forward like that. Then of course there's a little release here on the driver's side where you can roll back your cover like you normally would, right? On any of these fabric style. So that's nice. I just have to do it on the one side, not both sides. Although the lock on the toolbox is on both sides. You can see the lever here and here. And then when you extend it, then it locks in the next one, okay? And then up towards the front here, there's a little spring here that cushions that every time that it goes all the way out, and all the way in will cushion back here. So what if I don't, what if I want to haul something large and this is in the way, right? You have two of these on each side, and you just loosen them like that, right? And they drop down. We'll do the one on the other side. I mean, you don't even need tools for this, right? So the way I plan to do it, because if I pull it out now, I'm gonna have to hold that toolbox. But if we release this, allow it to go to the lock position, then I pull the toolbox forward. Okay, now it's sitting on the tailgate, and I can take that and put it in my garage out of the way, right? So here, I'll just set it down on the ground here quick. And it's, aluminum, so there's a little bit of weight to it, but not terrible, right? But now I have access to pretty much the entire bed, right? I mean, you have these brackets on the sides, but they're pretty much tucked out of the way. You can get some large things in there. And if I was really tight on space, up here at the front, there's just zip ties, and you pull out those little spring-loaded bumpers that I showed you earlier, and this entire system will pull all the way out, and then all you'll have is basically your rails for your tonneau cover. So There's different toolbox configurations that they come up with. I will put a link in the description for their website. But basically, you can have the hard box like I bought, and I could also buy this. It's just like this, except it folds up on the side. And I thought really hard about that, but then I thought I really want a box. But it basically breaks in half and then folds up on the side, and it transforms really quickly. So if you were the type of person that needed to use your bed a lot for larger items, you could transform this. It's not really a toolbox, it's more of a carrying box. There's no lid on it. It's all aluminum, so it's pretty light, but it still has a 250-pound rating. So yeah, if you're somebody that oftentimes need to use your box for larger items, say if you hauled firewood all the time, you could use that and it would just fold up out of the way, right? So it would be a better system for that. Or if you had long logs you were wanting to put in there all the time, you could use that. Or you're always carrying pallets of different things, you could use that system. And I'm pretty sure it folds pretty much out of the way inside, or keeps it inside the wheel wells. That area is still open. So pretty cool system, but I really wanted a box. So I'll show you how I've put this back in here. It is pretty quick and simple. I installed this whole thing by myself in about 45 minutes, I suppose. But you have these lips here, and these lips sit right here. Okay, so we can get it up here close and get it sitting on there. Then I can just lift up this end, slide it on in there, unlock, pull it out, lock it, and then come over here and get myself aligned a little bit. And then tighten these back down. Excuse me. Do that on both sides. So fairly quick and easy, right? I mean, it's not super time consuming. The biggest thing would be is if this box was full of stuff, you would probably need a couple people to lift it off of there, or you could just empty it and lift it off by yourself. Because I don't know, I suppose the box maybe weighs 50, 75 pounds, something like that. But yeah, pretty quick and easy and simple. And then if I want to tow it back here again, that is, I'm not gonna lie, that is a bit of a reach if you have a taller truck reaching those. But I can stand in the middle and reach both of them, although I am 6'5" and got a big reach, right? But I think this system is gonna work out the best for me and how I use my truck, because with my old truck, most of the time I had just toolbox and stuff sitting back here on the back of my cargo slide, and then it was right there, easy to access, and I would pull out the cargo slide over the tailgate in order to get at my stuff a little bit easier. With this, I'll be able to just pull out the whole toolbox. Everything will be right in here and accessible for me. I'll probably find some system where I can put my fuel, you know, under the cover, but not inside this box. Just like a little bracket I can put on the side, or build a little box or something where I can keep my fuels, because I run fuel in the log splitter, the mill, my chainsaws, all of that. And they specifically say do not put the fuel inside of here. So I'm not going to put fuel in there, because I suppose the vapors will build up or whatever. And then if there's a spark, you'll have an explosion or something like that. But anyway, I think this is going to be a pretty good system for me. I think it's going to work out pretty well. And I did a ton of research. I knew I didn't want a topper. I knew I wanted a tonneau cover. But I was looking really hard at a hard top tonneau cover. But when I saw this system, I knew it was the way to go. And price-wise, shipped to my door is a little over $1,500, which if you buy a toolbox and you buy a tonneau cover, you're going to spend at least that much. And these work together, right? And for, I don't know, I think it's like $500 I can get that transformable one. But we're going to go with this one for now. I think it's probably going to work really well for me. But yeah, you know how it is. You get a new vehicle and you need to get it set up for the things that you do, and that's basically what I've been doing here, trying to get this truck outfitted so I can do the things that I normally do. So hopefully this video was helpful to you. If it was, give it a like. You know, that way other people will see it. And if you didn't like it, give a dislike. That's fine. You know, I'm just trying to help people out. I will put a link for Unruly's website in the description, and I'll also put an Amazon link, because they sell them on Amazon also. And if you purchase it with that link, then I get a small kickback from Amazon. If you don't want to spend, you know, if it's priced less at Unruly, I don't blame you for buying it there. You know, I really don't. You know, if you can save money, save money. If you want to help me out, price is the same or a little bit lower, and you purchase through Amazon, thank you very much. I appreciate it. But anyway, hopefully it was helpful. Thanks for stopping in, and until next time, be safe, brothers and sisters.